to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. All day, every day, any day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. It's Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the option, it's Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now Jackson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Browns 7-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
I'm going to come back to you.
Third and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run with Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Mayfield flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the 8, it's third and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This time, Jackson will throw it. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Now a give here to Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Jackson, quick slant to Brown.
That's good.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At the 23-yard line.
Check 4, check 4. Yeah.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The 11-yard
Run for Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The ball
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Run for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
First down, Browns.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To number 17. A gain of 4. It's
on the carry, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
The Browns, first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
27-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
4-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. What was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up
off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
At the 38.
Eluding the pressure right. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
That's good.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On the keeper.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6.
They run, Chubb, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, flush to his right. Open man is Duvernay. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 34 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Come on, let's go.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
And the Browns first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 22 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 50 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
That ties the game, 26-26. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now Hunt on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Cleveland.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Point after.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ballantyne to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Corey Ballantyne on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Second and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And again, it's Chubb. Powers through. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know
Mayfield to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35.